This is The Fix, a process game planning workshop that helps organizations identify the root cause of challenges, pain, slowness, quality issues, and problems inside their organization. We believe that you can't fix what you can't see, and the reality is, in today's world, it's really hard to see the work. Back 25 years ago, inbox and outbox meant something totally different. They were things that sat on our desk where our managers put work into them, we did our work on our desktop, and we put it in our outbox, and managers controlled the flow through the organization, and they could understand who needed resources and where there were bottlenecks and pain and challenges. And the reality is, today, we just can't do that. Things are all virtual. Our people aren't always in our offices in front of us, so we need a new way, an advanced way of reasoning to help understand this. Now, what we've got to do is we've got to do just like detectives do in the detective show. We've got to be able to put things up on a wall, visually see it, and then understand the connections between those things so that we can solve problems. In our method, we call upon our limbic system. Back before you were able to use language, you were communicating primarily with yourself, trying to reason and understand the world. But as you obtained language, you were able to take those pictures and images that you drew that looked like scribbles to everyone else, and you were able to explain what they meant to you. This is how the human brain works. And where did humans learn this? Well, we learned it on the cave wall 75,000 years ago. 7 billion babies and former babies on this planet, every one of us did the exact same thing when we had a stick in the sand or a crayon at the table. And the reason that we did that is because that is how the human brain evolved to reason. Yet we don't do it very much to this day. The method that we use in The Fix originates inside one of the largest telecommunication companies in America. Back in the early 1990s, this method was developed to really improve communication, to get people to see what was happening and to be able to resolve and work on those things together. We've done thousands of workshops around the world since that time. And when we do this virtually, there's one hard and fast rule. We can't talk. Now, we as the facilitators talk, but we don't allow the employees to talk in these sessions because what we found is when we start talking about our pain, it gets very emotional, it gets very subjective. So instead, we use a method, we turn off their microphones, and we give them a group of virtual sticky notes so that they can talk about their steps and the pain that they have. They can vote on things. They can determine and analyze what's standing in their way so that we can report that back to you. We start, if you don't know what to start with, we start by finding out the processes that are most painful inside the organization as voted on by your people. Then we move on and we teach them action result mapping. We allow them to control building the process map as we facilitate it along with them, and they work as a team to determine the steps and what order they go in. Next, we teach them about pain, and we allow them to write out their pain points. Those pain points can't be resources or people, only problems with the system, and then we give them the tools to analyze what's going on. We capture all that information throughout that session, and we return it back to you. After we get their feedback about what they believe needs to improve, what they're looking forward to, we return that data back to you. We map during that session to gather the next steps, to find out what needs to be worked on immediately, but we also gather an extreme amount of information so that we can provide that back to you to give you insights about what's happening in the organization. Of course, we'll make you a beautiful map that you can put up on your wall or you can digitally display that your people can go to. It'll help in onboarding, it'll help in understanding and communicating better about how the work gets done. And then finally, we give you all of this incredible data. We look through all of the data that we have acquired throughout that session, thousands upon thousands of inputs from your team, and we take that data, we analyze it, and we turn it into an analyst report that we return back to you that shows what's happening in the organization. We give you a list of the things that were analyzed during our session so that we can have some remedies that you can begin to immediately work on. We provide you an analyst report, a list of all of the pain that happened inside that session. This is an incredible opportunity for you in just a couple of hours. These sessions only run 2 hours long, and in just a couple of hours, we can identify the process, the problems, the pain, and report back to you on how you can resolve those things. Now, don't worry. If you don't have the resources to resolve those problems, we do. We have a team of experts that can work with you, hand in hand with your team, to help resolve these things, or if you want to handle those things on your own, you can do that as well. This is The Fix. It's a 2-hour session to truly get clarity inside your organization, and I hope you sign up today.